Hey, dude, this is the American Samurai back again with another samurai vlog for you. I'm gonna recommend some mangas and comics that I have not heard a lot of people talk about, and I think these ones have kind of flew under the radar for some people, but for me they're kind of interesting. So let's start on the manga side. The two mangas I chose for me are undoubtedly linked in my mind for some reason. We have Sayonara Zenbu Sensei, The Power of Negative Thinking. This is about Nomo Itatoshi. I probably butchered that. I'm being part Japanese, that's kind of sad. But anyway, this talks about... he's supposed to be a teacher, but, well... he's not exactly your average everyday manga protagonist. He tends to dress in traditional Japanese clothes and also be very, he's suicidally depressed. And he ends up teaching this group of students who I would, venturing from their appearance, I'm pretty sure they're considered, they might be considered special ed because there's something wrong with mostly each one of them. There is one girl that's normal that I think shows up in, I believe shows up in volume 2, but yeah, the ever-optimistic girl, which is pretty normal. You have a girl who is a shut-in, I believe. You also have a girl who is, she tends to get obsessed with people, whoever she's dating, she alters her personality to match them. She's becoming obsessed with the teacher, so, and then you have a blonde gal who's a transfer student. I think she's a transfer student, and she has multiple personalities based on each of the cultures she's been in, so she's basically a one-woman United Nations. It's pretty weird. And the reason I linked this is because of this next one, Gintama. It's pretty cool. It's Japan, but aliens are on it, so everything's all futuristic. They have scooters and samurais. I want to say it's like in the Meiji era. That's right, my knowledge. But it's got aliens and sci-fi and all kinds of cool characters. And the reason these are two linked is because in one of the volumes, the editor writes a letter, I don't know, or the creator writes a letter, I don't know if he's really that depressed, if he is, or if he's just trying to go along with this character. Because he mentions someone buys this book to use it for reference for the clothing to do a fan manga of this book, of the character from this book. Okay, next for you American fans, we have one from the Tick universe. This is Chainsaw Vigilante. This character was introduced in the Bedouin run of the Tick, and is basically as quintessentially anti-hero as you can get. This was a 3-issue series. It was supposed to go longer, but canceled after the issue of the 3rd issue. And it deals with our protagonist here, and you actually get to know more about the Chainsaw Vigilante, because he just kind of shows up in one story, and one Tick's going from his world to the big city to fight, bad guys and stuff. But you see his civilian identity, get to learn more about him. There's a lot. The people say there's a lot of stuff in here, and there is, but for good reasons. Like I said, it was supposed to be long, but it only turned out to be 3 issues. So this is one of those comics where we never got a cliffhanger, never got a real ending to it. And the character himself has actually shown up in several other Tick stories. So, but they never finished this run of the comic. But it's still worth checking out if you're a fan of the Tick and his world. Last one, we're going to talk about the king himself, Jack Kirby, and his character of Mr. Miracle. Real name, Scott Free. He later ends up taking on the mantle of Mr. Miracle from his deceased mentor, and goes on various adventures, fighting crime using the Mr. Miracle persona. And becomes basically the world's greatest escape artist. This book I picked up relatively cheap at Hastings back in the day. I think I don't know if they've redone it or if they brought it back in the 52, because I think there was a second Mr. Miracle who wasn't scot-free, it was somebody else. But yeah. So yeah, if you can find any of those mangas or comics, I highly recommend checking it out. Overall, this was kind of just, like I said, these were my manga and comic recommendations of my samurai vlogs. So until next time, this is the American Samurai saying, sayonara.